There are so many people starving in the world, so finish your food. That was the sentence that my dad and relatives would tell me during Christmas Eve when I was full but I still had food on my plate. I guess that's why I grew up being fat. I don't blame them for the habits that I formed over the years, but that sentence got engraved in my subconscious that I would help my friends and family finish the food. And I never thought of it as a problem because I like food, they taste great. But now that I'm older and I move to another country and I pay for my own bills, I realize that I spend more time eating out than saving money for a rainy day or for my hobbies. It didn't help that I was an alcoholic too. Um, I started drinking in college and we drink almost every other day. And when I got my first job, we drink on the weekends. So one day I woke up on this bed and I hated how I looked. I couldn't even go up the stairs in this house without heaving or gasping for air. So, a few months ago, I decided to go on the extreme side of things and go on a crash diet. Now, there's a lot of dangers doing this long term: muscle loss, going on starvation mode, even hormonal changes. So, to be on the safe side, I decided to do this experiment for 1 month. So here's where I started. For reference, I'm 5'6" and at 93 kilograms. You can see that my stomach is huge. There's fat on my lower back. My face was rounded. There's flabs on my arms. And since I didn't know how to cook, I still don't, I decided to buy a stack of these pre frozen meals. I got the ones with the highest protein and the lowest calories, and I'd have that every day. For breakfast, I'd have one of these with coffee, and for lunch and dinner, I'd swap the coffee out for Coke Zero. Since I read online that those drinks make you feel full for longer, and it did enough to, help me feel full until the next meal. I also stopped drinking alcohol because I always hated how I felt the next day, and I'd always end up binge eating when I have like one or two bottles. I also never worked out during this. I just started a job at a retail store where I averaged about 10,000 steps a day. And I also went to school. It was my summer break, but I decided to take two classes. And it was good because I was able to stay busy enough without eating out of boredom. If you probably know, like, if there's nothing to do, you kind of just snack on anything that's on the pantry. But yeah, just like that, the experiment was over. The notification popped up and I decided to weigh myself again and ended at 89.6 kilograms. I know 3.4 kg isn't a lot by today's online fitness standards, but you could see on the before and after photo that there's a big difference, right? The stomach's not as big, the flabs on my lower back are less. It's still there, but it's way less, and I can also see that my face was a bit more, chiseled. Now, would I recommend this? Not really. It worked, but because of the cons that I mentioned earlier were very risky, I didn't want to take that chance. And it's a dangerous line to walk on. The high that I felt losing that weight so fast was super tempting for me to just keep going, but I just know that it can lead to like binge eating or rebounding, as some people call it. I also felt that I was weaker. I'd wake up tired and I always felt like I was on the border of being sick. And for women, I read that crash dieting for long periods can cause your periods to become irregular and even stop altogether. So, I'm not a woman, but I just know that that's, dangerous. Yeah. That being said, I felt that it was the right time to change things up a bit. I increased my caloric intake and I started working out twice a week for now. So if you're interested in seeing the changes that I made and the type of workouts I've been doing, yeah, stick around. See you then.